entirely responsible for all show content and do not in any way reflect the opinions of KYOK Radio, its sponsors, staff, or management.
Walk out on that field today. Ask yourself this question.
What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Let's go! We ready! We ready! We ready! We ready! I'm going to the house! I'm going to the house!
When I step on the field, send one message. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like. Football is getting hit. That's it.
It's gonna be football now. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? It's hot now. It's hot now. Let's go. It's hot. We ready? I'm going to the house. I'm going to the house.
We're talking about the Jets like we're talking about the Saints. You know, all this, how like we the Miami Heat of football. Yeah. The bottom line is you got to buckle up the chin straps. It's embarrassing. Yeah. Don't disrespect the game like that. There's too much crying from him. He's a man. They can be a hit just like us. He's a man. You already make the big money. He's a man. Don't cry when you step on the field, man. That's war out there. When I step on the field, send one message. This is what it feels like. Oh, my bad. Your bad don't work in my world.
What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We ready? I'm going to the house. I'm going to the house. It's a wrap. Game over.
I know this game is literally just getting started right here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK, all new 92.3 FM, streaming live on KYOKradio.org. We're also on Facebook on the Lunch Break Sports Talk Show page. We're on the KYOK radio station page, and we're streaming live on YouTube. Just look for Lunch Break with AJ on YouTube, the Lunch Break with AJ on YouTube. And if you are into Twitter, we're streaming live there as well. It's at Lunch Break KYOK, at Lunch Break KYOK on Twitter. So there you go. And glad to have everybody on AM 1140, 92.3 FM, and again on KYOKradio.org. It is a new day on the show. Normally, we would call Mondays Media Monday, and that's where we cover anything and everything that happened and was printed or written about or streamed in the media. But change it up. For the month of June, this being the first Monday in June, it is Oh My Goodness Monday. What happened over the weekend with your favorite team that just made you say, oh my goodness? Good, bad, happy, or sad? Because oh my goodness is universal. It's universal. What's up, Broward 83? What do you do? What it do, baby? He said it's a new day. Yes, it is. Yeah. Listen, oh my goodness is universal. It's some stuff that was like, oh my goodness. It's some stuff that was like, oh my goodness. I mean, whatever it was that happened with your favorite team, your favorite player, your favorite coach, you know, whether it was WNBA, Arike, did she do it again? Did she bang one from downtown as time expired off the clock for the win? That's an oh my goodness. That fight last night, all of them were oh my goodnesses. And let me just say this. For all the folks that are coming for Chad Ochocinco, oh my goodness. Come on now. Come on. He didn't embarrass himself. He got knocked down, but he got up and finished the fight. All right? And then for everybody that's coming for Floyd Money Mayweather, because he didn't knock out a guy, 50 pounds heavier than him? I mean, oh my goodness. Come on now. I mean, like he said, I'm going to play the clip. Floyd wasn't sweating it. Floyd was not sweating it. All right, let's see. Broward 83 said the Texans are still owned by the McNairs and employ Easterby. Oh my goodness. That is a put your hand in your head in your hand, and just shake it like, oh my goodness. And oh my goodness, it just got worse for the Texans. Did you see what the Tennessee Titans pulled off this weekend? That's an oh my goodness. Tennessee just got him an all-world wide receiver. I know he's been injured, but ask New England how he can play when he ain't injured. Ask other teams how he plays when he's not injured. And I mean, I ain't trying to talk about nobody. I'm certainly not trying to come for y'all's Texans because, you know, I know how y'all feel about them. The Texans barely got one dude that can cover one receiver. I don't know if they got two dudes that can cover two. I'm just saying, the Texans are going to have to give everybody help in that secondary. I mean, literally, they're going to have to drop defensive ends back in coverage. They're going to have to drop linebackers back in coverage. They're going to have to have defensive back coaches that can suit up. And you mean to tell me they're going to try and cover Brown and Julio? Yeah. Tennessee just locked up the AFC South over the weekend. Tennessee, write it down. Oh, my goodness. AJ just said Tennessee just locked up the AFC South over the weekend. And remember now, Texan fans, don't roll your eyes. Don't act like it doesn't matter, because y'all tried to convince us that Bill O'Brien winning all those AFC South titles was a good thing. He was able to parlay it into the whole doggone general manager job. Don't act like it's not a big deal now that somebody else is going to be winning AFC chips. Again, I don't know what you get for. What do you get, a banner? You get the ability to say we won the AFC South. There's no trophy, am I right? There's no Lombardi. I guess it wouldn't be the Lombardi. There's no Lombardi-like trophy that you get that you could put up somewhere. So don't act like it's not a big deal now that Tennessee is about to win it again. It ain't going to be the Colts. It's definitely not going to be Jacksonville. And just in case you were wondering, it ain't going to be you Texans fans either. Broward 83 said, you get a koozie and a coupon for all you can eat crawfish. Depending upon where that crawfish is, we might be talking about something. Depending upon where the crawfish is, we just might be talking about something. I'm working on a restaurant sponsor. They've got some really good crawfish. They are Louisiana, Mississippi people who relocated here after Katrina, and they got good crawfish. In fact, at this particular place, if it says mild, they mean hot. If it says hot, they mean you better ask somebody, because their spices are like a level up than what they say on the menu. If it's crawfish over there, now you talk about something. I'm just saying, if that's where it's at, we got something. So listen, I got to take my first break. But do me a favor, line them up. What are your OMG, oh my goodnesses from the weekend? 281-453-1000. 281-453-1000 if you want to call in live. If you want to text me, I'll read your text messages on the air. That number, 832-403-5005. 832-403-5005. Or you can email me, aj@kyoksports.com, aj@kyoksports.com. Again, if you're on YouTube, hit me up. If you're on Twitter, hit me up. If you're on Facebook, hit me up. All right. Serena Williams. Oh, my goodness. We'll be right back right after this on the lunch break.
Hello, this is Claude Cummings Jr., Vice President of the Communication Workers of America District 6. Trey and I are inviting you to listen in to our new political talk show, Power to the People Political Hour.
Hello, this is Trey Daniels from the Daniels Group. Yes, Claude, the show will be hard-hitting and informative, talking about national and local political issues of the day, week, and month. Interviews will be with pastors, community leaders, elected officials, and political operatives. You know, Claude, a part of our responsibility is informing the citizenry and give them power to the people.
That's right, Trey. We're asking that you listen in on 1140 AM, 92.3, or streaming on KYOKradio.org, Thursdays at 10 a.m.
You got to give the people now. Give the people what they want.
The legendary KYOK 1140 AM and 92.3 FM. The legend continues.
This is Jasmine Highsmith, and you're having Estado Sports with your lunch here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK.
All right, y'all, we just one station under a groove, getting down for the sports of it on the legendary KYOK, all new 92.3 FM, streaming live on KYOKradio.org. CJ, I see you tuning in. Got to send you some love. I know you're an Alcorn State fan. You saw this purple and gold. Thought I was rocking those Braves from Alcorn State. No, man. I done gone up 290. We're rocking Prairie View today. I know it's not our Throwback Thursday, which is the day I normally rock the HBCU shirts. I just felt like giving Prairie View some love over the weekend. I just felt like coming in and letting Prairie View know we thinking about you up there off 290. Ain't nothing happened, ain't nothing bad, ain't nothing wrong, but you can't ever go wrong when you give some love to an HBCU. So there you go. All right, real quick. This is pretty funny. This is Joe Biden's bodyguard. Joe Biden's bodyguard says, AJ, my OMG Monday was the LA Clippers moving on over the Dallas Mavericks. Yeah, that one bothered me. I was watching. I was waiting for the Mavs to pull away. I was waiting for Luka to get hot. I was waiting for Kristaps Porzingis to start being the bodyguard. I was waiting for Jalen Brunson to go off, Jay Rich to go. Somebody, Finney Smith, somebody, Boban, get in there. Yeah, get in there. Didn't happen. LA Clippers took care of their business. Y'all have killed let me stop. Listen how I've disenfranchised myself from it. Y'all have killed the Clippers, calling them the paper clips. I might resemble that remark. That might have been me. But now that they done moved on, I can't hear nobody. Now that the Clippers took care of their business in a winner-take-all Game 7 on their home court. Kawhi Leonard talking about whose house? Paul George's like, yo, man, let's just get in the locker room. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. But again, big game for a couple of the Clippers. Kawhi Leonard, 1 assist away from a triple D, 28 points, 10 rebounds, 9 assists. Paul George, tough shooting night, 5 for 15, 2 for 8. But he did dish 10 dimes, so there was that to go along with 22 points. But the assassin, the person that did the Dallas Mavericks in was one of the twins. Dude was definitely on it. Marcus Morris was definitely on it. Had 23 points, but was 7 of 9 from the arc. 7 from 9 from way downtown, big man. That was what did him in. And, I got to give credit where credit is due. I got to throw a little shade where shade is due. You might want to guard Marcus Morris when he's that hot. Let me go phone line. Hello, you're live on the lunch break. Who this?
Hey, Dre, how you feel, man?
With my hands, big dog. It's the greatest of all time. What's up, man?
always a good day when I can listen to Andre. Hey, look out, man. Luka, he felt like LeBron James today. He can't get no help from his teammates.
Wait.
Well, I'm angry this minute.
No. Greatest. You know, I love you like a play cousin, man. I love you like a stepdaddy I never knew. Listen, bro. Listen. I can't do it. I can't act like Luka didn't have no help this game when we were loving on Luka and the help when they were up 2-0. Come on, man.
But check it out, though, man. I'm talking about in the prime time when the world is watching.
Yeah.
Where was Hardaway Jr.?
Yeah.
Where was Porzingis? Where was Kleber?
Yeah.
I mean, come on, man. Where was Finney Smith? I mean, come on, man. You got to step up, man.
Have you ever traveled before? Airplane?
Yes, sir. Okay,
so every now and then when you get on them airplanes, you do everything you're supposed to do. You put your luggage under the plane. You put what you're supposed to put over the plane, overhead. You sit down. You mind your business. Every now and then you get where you're going, and they done lost your luggage. That's what they did with Tim Hardaway Jr.'s shot. They lost his shot, bro. He couldn't hit nothing. He was 1 for 9 from way downtown. He couldn't buy a three.
Wait a minute. 1 for 9, Dre, you lying.
I kid you not, and I lied to you not. He couldn't pray for it to come in, man. I felt bad for him because he was trying everything he could. It just would not drop.
Say, man, but Luka, a bad young man. He gonna be back. All he gotta do is lose a little weight, and that's all. But I give credit to where credit's due, man. Kawhi Leonard is unreal. And I love Kawhi Leonard, man, because he let his game do his talking for him.
Yeah.
And not trying to judge nobody else, man. But if we had more athletes in the world with his mindset, with his attitude, man. Yeah. I mean, just play ball, man. You ain't got to talk no smack. Love Kawhi. Yeah. Paul George finally stepped up in the big time. Finally.
Yeah. I'm like this, man. I'm like this. I want some trash talkers. I want some quiet dudes. I want some dudes that'll just look at you like, you saw that, right? I like some cats that smile. Did you see Liz Cambridge? She had a young lady gardener that was like 5'5", and Liz is like, I'm exaggerating. She like 6'9", and they dropped it into Liz, and Liz just started smiling like, okay. So she shimmied left, she shimmied right, and then she kind of dropped that elbow, that shoulder, and then just dropped that little hook. And just smiled all the way back up the court. Like, if y'all gonna do that, it's gonna be a long night for y'all. That's how I felt. I feel like we gotta have some folks that's having a good time out there. We need some folks that's serious. We need all of that because that's the basketball playoff energy.
Yeah, I can dig it, man. Because the other day, I forgot who the players was, but I know it was between the Lakers and Phoenix, but the brothers was talking a little trash. I mean, that's what we do on the court.
Yeah.
And then the referee, he gonna run up there, check one, check the other one, like he mad. Say, man, it's the playoffs.
Yeah.
The intensity level. Let them brothers play ball, man. That's what we do, cuz.
Yeah. You're right. Now I'll stop you when you start lying. Listen, that's why another OMG moment, oh my goodness moment from the weekend was when Magic Johnson came out on Dennis Schroeder and flat out said, this dude ain't a Laker. Like, what was he trying to say? Like, he's not Laker material. He's not Laker bred. What is he saying about this young man?
Well, the only thing I disagree with him, he stopped right there. He should have kept on going to that bum Carl Kuzman, that stiff KCP. Can't now one of them boys shoot a three.
Yeah, but let me just say this on behalf of KCP. I don't. No, seriously, I don't think he was 100 through the playoffs because that dude had it locked down in the regular season. He had it locked down in the regular.
When? What game was you watching?
Check the stats.
Huh?
He dropped several big threes during the regular season. But that ain't when it counts though. I'm gonna give you that. I'll give you that.
Yeah. What time your commercial break?
We got time. You the greatest.
Okay,
you got time.
I'm glad you said that about KCP because that final game against Phoenix, he hit about 3 in a row, but they was down by 27. I mean that's when that bum showed up. Man, him Kuzman, they can go. Caruso, he give 110%, man, but he just ain't got it, man. I hope we get Dame time. I get rid of Anthony Davis for Dame time.
No,
but,
Rob,
let me move on real fast.
Hold on, real quick. I agree with you on Kuzma. I've been saying it. I said it for the last week and a half.
He's a bum.
Last week and a half, everybody was talking about Anthony Davis and Montrezl Harrell and Marc Gasol and Drummond. I'm like, the X factor is Kyle Kuzma. He's 6'10". He can handle the rock. He can shoot inside and outside. He can rebound and he can defend. He's got to step up. He did not.
Well, yeah. And I don't know if you read up what Montrez said to the Lake organization, but I agree with him, man. Say, man, Montrez got skills, and you treating him like he Chuck Nevitt or somebody, got him sitting on the bench. Say, man, that's your energy, man. That's what you brought him in here for.
Yeah. They definitely didn't use him like they used Dwight Howard, and that was the whole point in them bringing him in place of Dwight Howard. That's the one place that Rob Pelinka got it wrong. They should not have gotten Dwight Howard out of there. And let me say one more thing. They shouldn't have let go of playoff Rondo. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to leave it alone.
I agree with you on that, brother. I mean, a reasonable mind can disagree, can agree. Reasonable mind can agree. But let me move on real quick. Okay, Trae Young, man.
What?
That's a bad boy.
What?
That's a bad boy.
What?
The boy ain't but 6 foot tall, probably weigh 145, soaking wet. But he good as they get. That boy cold, man.
Let me give you an analogy, Greatest. Let me give you an analogy.
Yes, sir.
Trae Young is like Hulk Hogan when he came out that day and he ripped open his shirt and that bad boy said NWO on it. Trae Young is like loving being the bad guy from a guy who looks like he should be a good guy. Trae Young know they ain't no light-skinned bad guys, and he is determined to be the worst of the worst of the. Give him all the smoke. Give him all the negative energy. Talk about his hair. Talk about him looking like a lollipop with hair stuck to it. Whatever you want to say about him, all you can say is he won a playoff series before Luka did.
Yeah. You got to give it to him, man. But I do give Philly a little credit because, but that was due to lack of experience right on the end when Atlanta tried to give him early Christmas gift, but they held on and won that game, man. Much as I love LeBron James, and I do miss him, I ain't gonna stop watching the NBA because I'm looking at this young up and coming talent.
Yeah.
And once LeBron James check out in the next couple of years, the NBA gonna still be in pretty good hands. What you say, Dre?
Oh yeah, I've already said when LeBron James leaves, and I know folks don't want to hear this, and he might not be the best player in the league when LeBron is gone. Luka Doncic is gonna be the face of the league. Luka is going to. It won't be Dame. It won't be Kawhi. It won't be Kevin Durant. Definitely won't be Kyrie. They hate Kyrie for some reason. It's going to be Luka. And guess what? While everybody is loving on Luka, Trae might have more rings and more chips than Luka. So all I'm saying is watch how this one plays out.
What are the chances of the Lakers? You seen who LeBron was on video with all weekend, Dame time. What are the chances of the Lakers getting Dame time?
All I'll say is this. Don't ever count out the purple and gold. Don't ever count them out. They have found a way to make stuff happen with no money, no cap room, no draft capital. They have always found a way. Watch this. They always end up with a Kareem. They always end up with a Wilt. They always end up with a Shaq. They always end up with a Kobe. They always end up with LeBron. They always end up with somebody that nobody thought that they should have, and everybody is worried about now that they've got him. So don't be surprised.
No, I won't be surprised. I know you got to go, but Clippers and the Jazz, who you got?
Utah.
Really?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
That's why I mean, I've known you 45, 50 years, and that's why we break company, cuz.
Yeah.
What you mean, Utah Jazz?
Yeah, just watch them. Watch what's getting ready to happen with Utah. Utah has quietly put together a nice little squad, and they don't live and die by the three like everybody else does. Brother, I told Chris Gardner that pick and roll they got right now, it's almost like Stockton to Malone. It's almost like the old days of Stockton to Malone. Watch Utah take that series. Watch them.
All right. Well, we'll see. It's gonna be quite interesting. But in closing, man, Andre, I love you, and you know I do, and you know, understand. So if you run, I'll stop you and run. But if you don't really want to fight like Logan and Mayweather did the other night, we're going to be uptight. Rumble, young man, rumble.
It is the greatest of all time. Call of the year 2018. Greatest. Thank you, man, for calling in. What a fight. What a fight. What a fight. Wait, I don't mean it like what a fight, like it was amazing. I mean, like, the promoters are just unbelievable. Say what you want to say about the pallbearers. That's what I call the Paul brothers, Logan and Jake. Dude, they out there making money off of exhibition celebrity fights. I can't fathom it, but I will never hate on the businessman. And just to show you that I'm not as quote unquote racist and the Malcolm X of sports talk radio that y'all think I am, just like I didn't hate on LeVar Ball with what he was trying to do with his sons and the JBL and his business ventures, Baller Brand shoes, I'm not going to hate on Logan and Jake. I'm not. They have found a business niche, and they put at least guaranteed $10 million in Floyd Money Mayweather's pocket, and he gets 50% of the pay-per-view. In addition to them walking off with, I think Logan gets what, 250 guaranteed, and the other half of the gate or the pay-per-view. That ain't bad business. That ain't bad business. And they have figured it out, and they got it going, and I can't hate them about it. I will not hate them about that. So there you go. That's what it is. And I got to play this clip from Floyd Money Mayweather. Let me do this. Let me take a delayed break. And when I come back, I'll have this clip for you. Hang on a second. Let me get this. There's one more thing. Hold on. Where was it? Bear with me. I'm trying to find something. Y'all know me. I'm always up to something. Where is it? Okay, I'll do this. Put that there. Put that right. Wait a minute. Put that right there. This is what happens when you don't have an engineer. All right, we'll be right back right after this on the lunch break.
1140 AM and 92.3 FM. See you there.
In need of tires? Check out OMG Tire Services and more. New and used tires, all the name brands you desire, located at 3126 Tidwell between 59 North and Jensen. Give them a call at 832-767-3211. Top-notch service from beginning to end. When you're done, get your car hand-washed inside and out at OMG Tire Services and more. Located at 3126 Tidwell between 59 North and Jensen. Call 832-767-3211. That's 832-767-3211. Conveniently located on the north side.
Hi, I'm Larry Scott, host of the Not So Christian and Me Show. Join me Saturdays for great fun, interviews, music, and the latest news surrounding our world today. We are the show that cares to hear your voice and opinion with real conversation in a no judgment zone. So join me Saturdays from 1 to 2 p.m. on the Not So Christian and Me show, right here on the legendary KYOK Radio, 1140 a.m. and the all-new 92.3 FM and KYOKradio.org.
This is Jasmine Highsmith, and you're having a side of sports with your lunch here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK.
All right, y'all, back here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM. I'm AJ Jones, streaming live on KYOKradio.org, AM 1140, 92.3 FM, and on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Loving it. Working on some other stuff, too, so just get ready. All right, so Clarissa, what's up? How you doing? We got to talk. I sent you something, but it bounced back to me. But the answer is yes. I will definitely do it. The answer is yes. I will definitely do that. So if you're listening, write me down for it. All right, but anyway, Floyd Mayweather has already been taking a lot of heat because he didn't knock out Logan Paul during the fight. They went 8 rounds. You know, Floyd 50-0, Logan 0-1. And he went 8 rounds with one of the greatest of all time. I know a lot of people don't think that, but tell me how many dudes were 50-0. In fact, if you want to take one of the 50-0s off, one of the fights off, tell me how many dudes were 49-0. He's one of the greatest of all time, whether you like him or not. You don't have to hang out with him. You don't have to get marital advice from him. You definitely don't have to get relational advice from him. But as far as boxing goes, one of the greatest of all time. You don't have to like it. Just deal with it. And last night he got a lot of flack because he didn't knock out Logan Paul in their 8-round exhibition. Here's what Floyd had to say after the fight.
When the money comes, we'll see who's the real winner. Because at the end of the day, I'm going into the Hall of Fame for boxing. And I have nothing to prove. When I was competing, I had a great career. If they're happy with holding 8 rounds, dancing and grappling for 8 rounds, congratulations.
Now, like you said, money talks, and he's on his way to the bank with at least $10 million guaranteed. Again, 50% of the pay-per-view, and a lot of y'all got the pay-per-view. And there were people in the arena, got 50% of that as well. So say what you want to say about Floyd Money Mayweather. How many of y'all made $10 million last night? Last night, not in your life, not on your last big deal, not on your last Bitcoin transaction, last night. All right. How many of you got another 10, maybe 20 million on the way in from ticket sales and pay-per-view sales? Again, Floyd is an entertainer. He entertained us so much last night. He made $10+ million last night. Like you said, he is going into the Boxing Hall of Fame, whether we like him or not. He is 50-0. They didn't raise anybody's hand last night. They didn't technical knock out anybody. Nobody got KO'd. Nobody won by technicality or, disqualification. It wasn't that kind of entertainment. But if you look at the numbers, Floyd outboxed him. Floyd outpunched him. Floyd outconnected him. Floyd did all that. In fact, the clip that's floating around with Logan's flurry, please. Logan Paul is not a boxer. Logan Paul was hitting him with his wrists. Logan Paul looked like he was wrestling with his, nephew. But there were times when Floyd hit him when it got real. When Floyd had his face turned over. I'm talking about Logan's face. Willie Gibson reports also say he made $30 million for advertising space on his mask and trunks as well. Oh, man, come on. Yeah, hate him if you want to. Go ahead. You got 280 characters. Go off. Go all the way off. But if you're not going to the bank with 10 million guaranteed, 30 million in advertisement, and to be determined from pay-per-view and ticket sales, should you really be going off? Does it make sense to go off? I mean, oh my goodness, go off. Go all the way off. Be big mad. Man, I tell you something. It's so easy to hate people that do what we can't do. It's so easy to hate people that accomplish what some of us will never accomplish. And as I said, I can't even be mad at the pallbearers. They got a niche, man. They have found one of those, like, man, they're going to pay us a lot of money to do this. And think about it. It's literally like the ultimate fan experience where they paid Floyd Mayweather $10 million for them to be in the ring with him for 8 rounds. The ultimate fan experience. And oh yeah, by the way, Floyd, you're going to make a lot of other money, but we're going to give you $10 million. Let me be in the ring with you and act like I'm boxing you for 8 rounds, please. And Floyd said, okay, no problem. I mean, I'm just saying, some people got enough money to fly to the moon as a guest. Some people have enough money to sit and have lunch with the richest people in the world for 15 minutes and pay like $250,000 or more. I'm just saying, people pay for what they want, and some pay a lot of money for it. There's some people that get to run around Yankee Stadium in Yankees uniforms and have star athletes out there, lobbing them pitches so they can hit them out, and they pay tens of thousands of dollars for that. I'm not mad at the pallbearers. I'm not mad at them. I'm not mad. They have figured something out that some of us never even thought of. But what did we do? Paid that money to watch it. I don't care if Floyd didn't knock out Logan Paul. I want somebody to knock out Jake. That's just personal. It ain't business. It's personal. I want him to get touched up. Not hurt. Not hurt. Do him like the old boy did Ocho. Put him down for a minute. Let him get up. Let him finish the fight from there. That's what I want to see personally. Oh, AJ, you're hating on him. Yeah, I am. If that's what you want to call it. That's what you want to call it. Put him in there with Triple G. I want to see Jake Paul and Triple G. Can we get that? I'm just saying. So anyway, that was definitely an oh my goodness moment from last night. Definitely an oh my goodness moment for last night. I was tripping at my colleagues. Are like, man, don't hate me for watching the fight. I'm like, please watch that bad boy and tell us what happened, because I'm not. What was the ticket for the pay-per-view? $49.95. That's $50. I ain't paying it. You got it. Tell me what happened. Tell me what happened. CJ touched up. Yeah, I want him to get touched up a little bit. Don't hurt him. Just let him touch that ring. Let him touch that canvas for a minute. That's all. That's all I want. All right, definitely an oh my goodness moment. You got another oh my goodness moment from the weekend or last night? Hit me up. 281-453-1000, 281-453-1000, or text me 832-403-5005. That's 832-403-5005. Or you can email me, aj@kyoksports.com, aj@kyoksports.com. You can also post it on social media. I can see most of those streams and most of those feeds and can read them from there. All right? All right, let's take this quick break. Be right back right after this on the lunch break.
If you're
loved one has passed away due to COVID-19, pay close attention to this message. You could be entitled to a death benefit of over $300,000. The U.S. government has set up a fund to pay families relief if they've lost a loved one due to COVID-19. We know this is a hard time for you, and this fund has been set up by the federal government to help ease your pain. The compensation includes a death benefit and lost wages benefit. Time is limited, so we urge you to make a free phone call right now. There's no cost to you for this claim. All legal fees are only covered once you receive your money. So if you've lost a loved one due to COVID-19, call the legal helpline right now to find out if you qualify for a cash award. Here's our number, 800-876-7047, 800-876-7047, 800-876-7047. That's 800-876-7047. Paid for by the IPG Law Group.
1140 AM and 92.3 FM, the legendary KYOK.
Hey y'all, this is Dre Tate, Mr. One More Again, and you're listening to The Lunch Break with AJ on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3. Yeah.
All right, y'all, back here on The Lunch Break. Big shout out to Dre Tate, his new wife, Bishop Becca Tate. That's a singing brother right there. Willie Gibson, that dude can sing for real right there. He sings with the Williams brothers. Bruck and Blow, and he's got my first name, so you already know. I like that. Hey, listen, I was just thinking, if you want to be a part of the show, but you don't want to call in, send me a clip. Send me an audio clip that just says, "Oh my goodness, AJ." Send it in your own voice. The way that you say, "Oh my goodness." Send me a clip of you saying, "Oh my goodness, AJ," and I'll play it on Mondays in between breaks. So, hey, AJ, it's CJ, and I just wanted to say, oh my goodness, did you see that women's basketball game? All right? Or, AJ, it's CJ, and oh my goodness, did you say touched up? Send that to me. You can send it to AJ at KYOKsports.com, AJ at KYOKsports.com. Do me a favor, do it in an MP3 or an MP4. Don't send it anything weird other than those two. MP3, MP4. You can just record it and hit send the email, AJ at KYOKsports.com. I want to hear you say, oh my goodness, AJ. I'll fill in the blank from there. How about that? How about that? We'll take that from there. Want y'all to be, I want this to be a fan-invested show. All right? All right. So there was another oh my goodness moment from the weekend, and former or Rocket fans, y'all know y'all need to behave yourselves, right? I got a bunch of oh my goodness. Did you hear James Harden left at the beginning of the second round matchup between the Brooklyn Nets and the Milwaukee Bucks? James Harden pulled a hammy, re-injured his hammy, and did not return for the rest of the game, and is already listed as out for game number 2 tonight, 6:30 Central. And Rocket fans, y'all really got to be better than that. Rocket fans, y'all really need to do better than the oh my goodnesses that y'all were giving me. This is not karma. He didn't get what he deserved. Don't give me the Ice Cube from New Jack City, you know, at the end when the old dude pulled up on Nino Brown and said, "Idolater, your soul is required in Hades," and, you know, did him in. And then Ice Cube looked over his glasses and then pushed him up and walked out the building. Somebody sent me a gif of that, and I'm just like, stop it. Stop it. Y'all just behave yourselves. That's not a good the oh my goodness moment is on y'all Rocket fans trying to come for James Harden when the man got hurt. Stop it. Stop it. Harden left the game, but Brooklyn still got the win, 115-107 over Milwaukee. Kevin Durant dropped 29 and 10 in the win. Giannis dropped 34-11 in the loss. And for everybody who, oh my goodness, and came for me saying, oh, you said Milwaukee this and you said Milwaukee that and Brooklyn, blah, 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 blah. Let me just tell you something. I'm not worried. I'm not worried. Let me tell you why Brooklyn will be back. Let me go over to the stat line and let me go back to the game. Let's go to the box score and hit the team numbers. Brooklyn shot 45% from the field. I'm sorry, Milwaukee shot 45% from the field. Brooklyn shot 47. If you think Brooklyn is going to hit 50% of their shots for the rest of this series, I don't even have to be a basketball guy. I'm a numbers guy. My degrees are in math and computer science. Probability and statistics say Brooklyn is not going to shoot almost 50% for the rest of the series. It's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. And from three, Milwaukee shot 20%. Brooklyn shot 38%. Again, Milwaukee is not going to be as bad. Brooklyn is not going to be as good. Ask Rocket fans. Ask Rocket fans when they were up 3-2 on the Golden State Warriors in the Western Conference Finals, how that three-point shooting stat changed and literally cost them the whole series. They had 2 chances to win one, and they lived by the 3, and guess what happened? It just ain't going to happen. Now, I will say this. I said it during the March Madness tournament. I said it during the high school playoff tournaments, state finals, and all that. If you can't hit at least 75% of your free throws, you deserve to lose. You deserve to lose. Milwaukee shot 58% from the free throw line, while Brooklyn hit 89% of their free throws. Milwaukee was 11 for 19. Do the math. That's 8 points. Add those 8 points to that score, it's a tie ball game. Brooklyn hit 8 out of 9. I'm just saying, the probability and the stats tell me that that's going to normalize. That's going to even out. Unless Milwaukee is just historically bad from the free throw line. It could happen now. I'm not saying that it won't or it can't. I'm just saying it probably won't. I'm just looking at numbers now. I'm not talking about players. I'm not talking about, the coaching, da-da-da-da-da. I'm just talking about the probability, and the statistics. Numbers are a funny thing. It's funny how they tend to go a certain way, and they tend to even out. And these numbers are kind of skewed in those areas. Milwaukee out-rebounded Brooklyn by 13. And Milwaukee turned the ball over 6 more times than Brooklyn did. Now let me talk about players real quick. There's only one player that I'm looking down here and saying, he's got to play better. He's got to play better. And that's Chris Middleton. Chris Middleton had 13 points and 13 rebounds, was 0 for 5 from 3, 6 for 23 from the field. That is their scorer. That is their Robin to Giannis Antetokounmpo being Batman. Middleton's got to play better if Milwaukee is going to have a chance. And, by the way, I know Middleton is going to play better and Milwaukee will have a chance. Milwaukee's not going to get swept. I'll throw it down right now. Milwaukee's not going to get swept. Milwaukee's not going to lose 4-1. Milwaukee's not even going to lose 4-2. I said it. They're not going to lose 4-0. They're not going to lose 4-1. They're not going to lose 4-2. If they lose, it'll be a 7-game series. Oh, my goodness. Did AJ just say, yeah, I did. And I didn't stutter. If I did, you'd have heard it twice. It's that simple. It's that simple. And again, I'm just going on the numbers and that one player, Chris Middleton, averaged 20 points a game. He scored 13. They lost by 8. He underscored by 7. Throw in a couple of those free throws, close game, but Milwaukee wins. I'm not worried. Milwaukee's going to be just fine. Well, oh my goodness, AJ, if Brooklyn, yeah, you're right. And that's why they play the games. But I'm just saying, for those who are overreacting and calling the series over after one game because they were able to win it without Harden. If I'm Milwaukee, I'm coming in this game tonight like, yo, man, we gotta step up and win this one. Gotta step up and win this one. All right. Let me get ready to take a quick break. I got to get Sybil Wilkes on here with what you need to know, and then we'll get back in it. If you want to get in, 281-453-1000. Give me your oh my goodness moment, 281-453-1000. Or you can text me, 832-403-5005, 832-403-5005. Email me at aj@kyoksports.com, aj@kyoksports.com. I'll read your stuff on the air. If you're on social media, Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter, just go ahead and type it in. I'll read it out. Broward83, man, thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate you. Good dude, man. Real good dude. Been following him for a while on Twitter. Real good dude. All right, let me get Sybil Wilkes on. We'll be back with more right after this on the lunch break.
It's Sybil Wilkes with what you need to know. He's back. In the wake of ongoing arrests following the January 6th Capitol insurrection, continued social media bans, and hints of an August reinstatement, Donald Trump returned to the public stage Saturday night. Appearing at the North Carolina Republican Party State Convention, the speech sounded more like one dusted off from the 2020 presidential campaign. The 90-minute address touted the accomplishments of his former administration, including the COVID-19 vaccine and the so-called fishing expedition into his business empire conducted by New York Attorney General Letitia James. Officials at the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention are urging parents to vaccinate their teens against COVID-19, citing an increase in the number of young people hospitalized with COVID-19 in the months of March and April. During the first 3 months of the year, CDC researchers found that nearly 1/3 of teens hospitalized with coronavirus required admission into an intensive care unit. I'm Sybil Wilkes. Be informed, be empowered.
Hey guys, this is your girl Brandy Nelson, and you are listening to The Lunch Break on KYOK.
Brandy Nelson Mack with her singing self, man. If you haven't heard Brandy sing, that girl can blow. That woman can blow. I have to get her to give me a, oh my goodness, AJ. Have you heard me sing? Big shout out to her. Big shout out to Amber Shaw. Amber Shaw, just amazing person. Look, she don't know it. She doesn't believe it, but she is a legend in Houston radio. She's the voice of my disclaimer. The views and the opinions, that's Amber. Just wanted to send her some love today. Hey, we got to do birthdays. Not right this second. We'll do birthdays in the second hour. If you had somebody that celebrated a birthday over the weekend or is celebrating a birthday today, get them into me, 281-453-1000, 281-453-1000, or text me the name of the person, what day their birthday was. If you want to give me their age, I'll take it, 832-403-5005. That's 832-403-5005. We'll do birthdays in about 7-8 minutes. So you got about 7-8 minutes to get those in. AJ at KYOKsports.com. Get me the birthdays. Anybody celebrating a birthday over the weekend or celebrating a birthday today, get them to me. I'll do those for them. Okay. All right. So let me just give you a quick sports update before we wrap up this hour. The Dallas Mavs lost their first road playoff game in their series with the LA Clippers. Unfortunately, it just happened to be a winner-take-all game 7. They lost 126-111. The Clippers now move on to take on Utah in Utah. That'll be tomorrow at 9. And then James Harden, as we said, left Brooklyn's 115-107 win over Milwaukee in game 1 of their second-round matchup with an injured hamstring. Now, Harden is already listed as out for game 2. That'll be tonight at 6:30 Central. Kevin Durant, 29-10 in the win. Giannis Antetokounmpo, 34-11 in the loss. And then Atlanta shocked Philly, beating them in game 1 of their second-round matchup, 128-124. Trae Young, villain. Also tonight, Denver is going to visit Phoenix. That'll be the late game at 9. Major League Baseball, the Astros beat Toronto 6-3. They're off. Tomorrow they'll take on Boston in Boston. And Tampa Bay beat the Rangers 7-1. Let's see. Then the Rangers are going to be in action when they take on the Giants tomorrow at 7:05. All right. So let's do this. Let's get ready to get our top of the hour underway right here on the legendary KYOK. I'm AJ Jones. It is our Oh My Goodness Monday.
The legendary 1140 AM KYOK Conroe and 92.3 FM K222CX Houston.
The views and opinions expressed on all radio shows broadcast on KYOK are entirely those of the host, guests, and callers who are entirely responsible for all show content and do not in any way reflect the opinions of KYOK Radio, its sponsors, staff, or management.
When you walk out on that field today, ask yourself this question.
What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Let's go! We ready! We ready! We ready! We ready! I'm going to the house! I'm going to the house!
When I step on the field, I send one message. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like. Football is getting hit. That's it.
It's gonna be football now. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Let's hunt now. Let's hunt now. Let's go. Let's hunt. We ready. I'm going to the house. I'm going to the house.
We're talking about the Jets like we're talking about the Saints. You know, all this, we the Miami Heat of football. Yeah. The bottom line is you got to buckle up the chin straps. It's embarrassing. Yeah. Don't disrespect the game like that. It's too much crying from him. He's a man. They can be a hit just like us. He's a man. You already make the big money. He's a man. Don't cry when you step on the field, man. That's war out there. When I step on the field, I send one message. This is what it feels like. Oh, my bad. Your bad don't work in my world.
What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We ready. I'm going to the house. I'm going to the house. It's a wrap. Game over.
Now, y'all, this game is now second hour underway, and first hour is on the books right here on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM. I'm AJ Jones. It's our brand new Oh My Goodness Monday. If you saw something over the weekend, last night, that just made you say, oh my goodness, I want to hear about it on Monday. This is on Mondays. This is the day for you to hype up your favorite team, your favorite player with an oh my goodness. Rodney DeWalt said, so who won the fight? They had no judges at ringside. Oh my goodness, brother. Nobody won except for Floyd on the way to the bank and Logan Paul, on their way to the bank. That's who won. Somebody said, well, boxing won. Did it? Did it really? Did boxing win? I don't know about all that. But, hey, again, nothing but love to the folks that put that event together and made all that money and are now splitting it. I'm not a money hater. Folks out there doing their thing, especially if it's something I never thought of, even if it's something I thought of, but they're doing it. I got nothing but love for them. So congratulations to the pallbearers and Money Mayweather on a nice event. Nice event. All right. What else we got? NBA playoff action. Mavericks couldn't get it done. The LA Clippers moving on. So we'll talk about all that. Also got to talk about the oh my goodness trade. Julio Jones from the Atlanta Falcons over to the Tennessee Titans, who I have locked up for the AFC South title, whatever that is. Broward 83 said you get a koozie and a coupon for free crawfish. And like I said, if that's at one particular crawfish spot, now you're talking about something. I'm down with it. All right, real quick, let me do these birthdays because some people had some birthdays over the weekend, and we got to give them some love. CJ's grandson, Austin Barnes, turned 3 years old over the weekend on the 5th. Austin, happy belated birthday to you. Today, Darryl Waldrop, Minister Darryl Waldrop, they call him the original on our flagship station, KWWJ. He celebrated his, 67th birthday today. Happy birthday, Kimberly to Demi. Kimberly to Demi celebrated her birthday today. Nicole Burton celebrated her 44th birthday today. Happy 44th trip around the sun. Alicia Calhoun celebrated her birthday. Alicia Calhoun Mezgebi celebrating her birthday. Janella McKinney is celebrating today. Edna Howell Parrish. I worked with her at WIZF in Cincinnati, Ohio. And Edna Howell Parrish, sis, love you. Happy birthday to you. Lisa Brown White celebrating her birthday today, along with Priscilla Anderson. I call her the pharmacist. She does great homeopathic medicines that she creates and runs her business, but she's also a licensed pharmacist. So got to give some love to Priscilla Anderson. And then Annetta Atkins also celebrating today. Yesterday, Dee Dee Thompson celebrated her birthday. She's a Delta. All you Deltas, give it up for your Sarah. Trudy Whitaker Huff celebrated yesterday. Kenny Mitchell, Robert Myers, Roy Owens, young Janae Jackson. I know her mother and father very well. They send their love. Happy belated. One of my good sisters and church members, Michelle Hampton, celebrated her birthday on yesterday. And then on the 5th, you got Craig Miles, Monica Rochelle Lewis, Yvonne Small. Yvonne, happy belated. Kristen Collins celebrated her birthday on the 5th. Tamisha Brown, Pamela Holcomb, Christina Van, Cynthia Carter, Michelle Williams, Evelyn Plumley, Darius Jackson, all of them celebrated their birthday on the 5th. So happy birthday to all of y'all who celebrated on Saturday, Sunday, and are celebrating today. If you know somebody having a birthday, we are going to do birthdays each and every day. Be sure and get them into me. AJ at KYOKsports.com. Text me 832-403-5005, or you can call them in 281-453-1000, and you know how we do it. Come on, brother. Do what you got to do.
Oh,
Go shawty, it's your birthday. Ooh, it's your birthday. Go shawty, it's your birthday. Today's your day. Happy birthday to you.
None other than my brother like no other, Usher, celebrating happy birthday for all of those who celebrated birthdays over the weekend and today. So that's how we do it on the lunch break. All right, let me see here. Oh, my goodness. Y'all, can we send out thoughts and prayers to Caller of the Year, Keith Hennig, Caller of the Year 2020? We got to send out T's and P's because he's in Facebook jail. He's in Facebook jail, and he can't comment on the show. And I think it's a travesty of justice. Free Keith Hennig. Free Keith Hennig. Free Keith Hennig. Can't be taking away my Callers of the Year. Let him out of Facebook jail. Keith, go on over to YouTube, brother. Go over to YouTube and check me out on The Lunch Break with AJ. The Lunch Break with AJ, and you can comment there. Rodney DeWalt said, I got 5 on the bill. I got 5 on it. Keith, we raising money for your Facebook jail bail. Yeah. We ain't starting no GoFundMe. We're just going to pass a hat. See what we come up with for you. How did he get in Facebook jail? Commented about Trump out of jail tomorrow. Wow. So Trump gets banned for 2 years, and anybody that talks about him gets banned for a few days. Huh. I just leave the dude alone. I'm serious. I leave him alone, man. I leave him, his supporters alone. Listen, if they will run up on the Capitol of the United States of America, man, they'll run over in my hood. It won't go well for them, but they'll run up over in my hood. So I'm just saying, man, I leave them all alone. You know me. I'm an independent voter, so to each their own. To each their own. You like it, I don't have to love it. So, Keith, we thinking about you, man. Thoughts and prayers. Free Keith Hennig. CJ said, Facebook jail, that's an oh my goodness Monday. I know. How you going to have one of my best callers in Facebook jail on the day that we start a new show? Kind of nonsense is that? Mark Zuckerberg, in the words of the late, not dead, late, great Negro poet Melania Trump, be best. Be best. Gotta do better than that, Mark. I don't like it. I need him to start running that list by me from now on. Big shout out to Nate Griffin, Fox 26. He's back in studio today. Not today, a couple of days ago was his first time back in studio. Looking good, looking suave and debonair. Big shout out to you, Nate. Nate's a good dude, man. Nate is a real good dude. Patrick Creighton from ESPN 97.5. Got to give him a lot of love. He's got a birthday fundraiser coming up. Pat, you gonna make me donate some money, man, to your own thing. When's his birthday? Can't miss Pat's birthday. I'm trying to stalk him real quick. Oh, it's coming up. It's coming up this month too, June 18th. So we got to make sure that we celebrate Pat Creighton, host of the Late Hits on ESPN 97.5. All right, y'all, I have got to take a break. When we come back, got to talk about the big trade, Atlanta Falcons and the Tennessee Titans, what that means for the AFC South, and then got to talk about the greatest of all time. A lot of arguments. Is it Michael Jordan? Is it Kareem Abdul-Jabbar? Is it Larry Bird? Is it LeBron James? I got a new name for you. Greatest of all time. We'll be right back. Oh, my goodness, Monday right here on The Lunch Break.
Hello, this is Claude Cummings Jr., Vice President of the Communication Workers of America, District 6. Trey and I are inviting you to listen in to our new political talk show, Power to the People Political Hour.
Hello, this is Trey Daniels from the Daniels Group. Yes, Claude, the show will be hard-hitting and informative, talking about national and local political issues of the day, week, and month. Interviews will be with pastors, community leaders, elected officials, and political operatives. You know, Claude, a part of our responsibility is informing the citizenry and give them power power to the people.
That's right, Trey. We're asking that you listen in on 1140 AM, 92.3, or streaming on KYOKradio.org, Thursdays at 10 a.m.
Got to give the people, give the people what they want.
The legendary KYOK 1140 AM and 92.3 FM. The legend continues.
Hey, this is Raven Rogers from the University of Oregon, 800 meters, NCAA, 3-time NCAA champ, art major, Spanish fluent, Houston native right here. And you're listening to The Lunch Break with KYOK.
All right, y'all. Big shout out to Raven Rogers. And that's an old drop. Raven won more indoor and outdoor championships for the Pac-12 at the University of Oregon, SCO Ducks. And, of course, she's getting ready for the 2021 Sochi Olympics. So big shout out to Raven Rogers, Kincaid High School graduate, intern over here at the lunch break, and doing great things out there running, of course, at 800 meters. I think she even picked up another race. I think she ran a 1,500 meter race not too long ago. But yeah, man, they getting ready to kill it on that track, man. There are some ladies that are running faster than they've ever run before, and second to only Flojo, So it's gonna be interesting come track time over in Sochi when the Olympics come up. Greatest of all time. Oh my goodness, greatest of all time. You got something to say Michael Jordan. You got something to say LeBron James. You got something to say Kobe Bryant. Something to say Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Something to say in football, Tom Brady. Something to say Joe Montana. Defensively, you got some that say Lawrence Taylor and Deacon Jones and folks like that. Baseball, greatest of all time. Greatest of all time in baseball. Who you got? Some will say Hank Aaron, Willie Mays, Babe Ruth. Some will say Pete Rose. It is absolutely dumb that Pete Rose is not in the Hall of Fame. Not just his stats, but his actual bust. It's ridiculous, dumb. Your Hall of Fame is fake if he ain't in it. Rodney DeWalt said Dr. J. Tennis greatest of all time, Serena Williams, but she's killing me. She lost. She lost to the, number 21, number 22 ranked player in the world. Come on, Serena. Like, it was all the way set up for you to go ahead and win your 24th major and go ahead and tie Mary Court, but she ended up losing. Sloane Stephens lost as well. Coco Gauff has moved into the quarterfinals, becoming the youngest player to do that. She won her fourth round match 6-3, 6-1. But, man, Serena, I mean, for real. Serena ended up losing to the 21st player in the world, or 21st seeded player in this tournament, 6-3, 7-5 in the tiebreak. I don't know what she's going to have to do to get over the top. I don't know what she has to do to get over the top. But let me get back to my little tease. Greatest of all time, Simone Biles. Greatest of all time, Simone Biles. Well, AJ, what are you talking about in gymnastics? Dude, she might be the greatest of all time in everything. In everything. I know y'all tried to make Tom Brady be the greatest of all time in everything, but I got news for you. Tom Brady has a hard time topping Simone Biles. Greatest of all time. First woman to win the all-around title 7 times. Only woman 7 times. She did that this weekend at the U.S. Gymnastics Championship. It was right in Fort Worth, Texas. If I known Simone was hanging out in Fort Worth, I might have rolled up. Yo, Simone, it's me, Dre. What up? Greatest of all time. Argue with me. How is Simone not the greatest of all time? Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why I differentiate her. And I'm just going to assume we're using Tom Brady or Michael Jordan or Babe Ruth. I mean, if you go greatest of all times on certain sports, and let's assume we're talking about them. Not one of them has done something that no one in their sport has ever done before. Simone Biles pulled out a stunt, a move that no woman had ever even tried before, let alone done it in competition, and Simone Biles knocked that thing out like she'd been doing it all her life. Tom Brady didn't do anything that no male had ever done before other than win 7 titles. Simone's got 7 too. So that balances that out. Now you got to look at the next level, and Simone is doing stunts and feats that were never done before. Well, AJ, it's gymnastics versus football. We talking about greatest of all time, period. You can't normalize it with that. You got to find some things in common. And Tom Brady didn't create a pass. Tom Brady didn't create a maneuver in football that we've never seen before. Simone Biles, greatest of all time. What did Michael Jordan do? The flying through the air with his legs pulled up and his tongue hanging out of his mouth? Yeah, I'll take that double back pike Churchenko over all of that. I'll take that over all of that. Don't get me wrong. Beautiful sight to see when Michael is flying from the free throw line with his legs tucked up behind him and his tongue hanging out his mouth. Still ain't the same. Still ain't the same. So, yeah, that's where I'm at with it. All right, listen, I got to get ready to take another break. When I come back, we'll argue that point. Oh, my goodness. AJ just said Simone Biles is the greatest of all time in everything. Yep, I sure did. Let me hear your point. 281-453-1000, 281-453-1000, or text me on the lunch break.
Legendary KYOK 1140 AM. The legendary KYOK 92.3 FM. 2 radio stations in one.
The old way of living with diabetes is a pain. You've got to remember to do your testing, and you always need to be sticking your fingers. The new way to live your life with diabetes is with a continuous glucose monitor. You simply apply a discreet, easy-to-use sensor on your body, and it continuously monitors your glucose levels, helping you spend more time in range and freeing you from painful finger pricks. If you test your blood sugar at least 4 times per day and inject insulin at least 3 times per day, or use an insulin pump and have private insurance or Medicare, you might be eligible for a CGM with little or no cost to you. Call U.S. Medical Supply today for a free benefits check. We offer free shipping, 90-day supplies, and we bill Medicare or your insurance directly. Call now and say goodbye to finger pricks.
800-633-1378. 800-633-1378. 800-633-1378. That's 800-633-1378.
Hi, I'm Larry Scott, host of the Not So Christian and Me Show. Join me Saturdays for great fun, interviews, music, and the latest news surrounding our world today. We are the show that cares to hear your voice and opinion with real conversation in a no judgment zone. So join me Saturdays from 1 to 2 p.m. on the Not So Christian and Me Show, right here on the legendary KYOK Radio, 1140 AM, and the all-new 92.3 FM and KYOKradio.org.
In need of tires? Check out OMG Tire Services and more. New and used tires, all the name brands you desire, located at 3126 Tidwell, between 59 North and Jensen. Give them a call at 832-767-3211. Top-notch service from beginning to end. When you're done, get your car hand washed inside and out at OMG Tire Services and more. Located at 3126 Tidwell between 59 North and Jensen. Call 832-767-3211. That's 832-767-3211. Conveniently located on the north side.
Tune in to Table Talk with your boy, TD Blackshear, every Tuesday from 10 to 11 a.m. on the legendary KYOK 1140 a.m. and 92.3 FM. See you there.
You're having your lunch on the lunch break with KYOK.
All right, y'all, we're back here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM, streaming live on KYOKradio.org. You got us on Facebook on the Lunch Break Facebook page. You got us on the KYOK radio station Facebook page. You got us on YouTube, Lunch Break with AJ. And you got us on Twitter at Lunch Break KYOK, all together. At Lunch Break KYOK, all together. Just had somebody text in. This is from Baseball Fan 2021. All right, new baseball fan. Says, AJ, if you're going to go greatest of all time, you also got to talk about Satchel Paige of the Negro League. He had pitches that people had never seen before, was a two-time All-Star in the Major League. He was a five-time All-Star in the Negro League, was a World Series champion, Negro World Series champion, and is in the Cleveland Indians Hall of Fame, also, of course, in the Baseball Hall of Fame. Yeah. Let me pull up some stats on Satchel real quick. Satchel Paige's win-loss record. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, Baseball Fan 2021. I'm going to be real honest with you. I don't know if these are tamped down by Major League Baseball because, you know, now they have infused, they have engrafted the Negro League players into the Major League Baseball stats. But what they're doing is they're actually going back and verifying the Negro League stats. So therefore, they didn't just take them over as if, you know, as they were presented or given to them, which bothers me. So now when I see this, it says Satchel Paige baseball record was 146-64, his win-loss record. Oh, no, I take that back. They do differentiate them. So in the Negro League, watch this. This is crazy. In the Negro League, Satchel Paige was 146-64. Major League Baseball stats have him at 28-31 with an earned run average of 329. So I think that's when he went and played for the Cleveland Indians in Major League Baseball. And he played for St. Louis and Kansas City. So I see what they've done there. All I'm saying is this. Satchel Paige definitely was one of the best pitchers to play the game. And he did have some pitches that nobody had ever seen before. I mean, it did some corkscrew kind of, it was over here and then it was over there kind of stuff. Still not better than Simone Biles. Simone Biles on Oh My Goodness Monday is the greatest of all time, period. Gymnastics? No, period. Sports? Look at her age. Look at how old Simone is when she's doing all this. Simone has changed the whole sport. Guess what the young ladies out there trying to do now? That double pike Churchenko or whatever it's called. I know I'm not saying the name right, but I'm just saying they're out there trying to do that now because that's where they have to go to be able to compete with the GOAT. Anybody out there learning new throws because they got to compete with Tom Brady? Anybody out there learning new pitches because they got to compete with Satchel Paige? Ain't nobody out there learning new stuff because they got to try to compete with Reggie White or Uh-oh, here's my phone. I'm getting ready to get it. I can tell the way that phone was ringing. Somebody is getting ready to get me. Let me go to the phone line. Hello, you're live on the lunch break. Who this?
What's going on, my brother? It's Longhorn Keith.
Man, you had a great show. You had a great show the other day, bro. Saturday. You had a great show.
Thank you so much.
Man, y'all had church up in here, man, Saturday.
Oh, man, let me tell you, brother.
You can say, oh, my goodness. You had an oh, my goodness,
goodness,
show on
bro.
Saturday, bro.
Yes, sir. It was, we got a lot of positive feedback from that, man. And it helps with Miss Linda J in the background saying amen every other word. So it was all good, man. We had a great time.
Absolutely.
Hey, man, you know, I love this new format, Oh My Goodness Monday, because this weekend, for the first time, I actually sat down and I spent the majority of my weekend watching sports was women's sports. And Simone Biles, I agree with you 1,000%. Greatest of all times, man, like that. What she's doing. I mean, like what I really got chills out of, and I didn't know this. So I did not know that the young team that she brought was, I guess, Black Girls Magic.
Yep.
And I did not know that, man. And when I saw that, I was just blown away by like her confidence, her air, and just her pouring into other girls, young Black women. And like, I thought that was so amazing, man. And so I watched her. Literally, I watched that specific channel just to see her perform, and then to see her her teammates perform. But then I also watched women's softball all weekend.
Yeah, there were some games, brother.
Goodness. Man, there's a young lady who's from James Madison University. Odyssey is her first name. Man, when I tell you that young lady but they all were good. It was just so good. And so they play again today against OU. And so I'm anxious to check that out again today.
Wait a minute. WAYMINT. Longhorn Keith. You are not sitting up there hating on them OU Sooners because you are a Longhorn fan. You are not rooting for James Madison to win that game because you are a UT fan and you cannot root for them ladies from Oklahoma. Are you doing that, Keith? Tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, Keith.
I was wondering if you was gonna pick up on that. Absolutely. My mouth I can't utter the words here for them at all, bro. So let the record reflect. I am at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. I will be in front of my TV with JMU somewhere coming out because I love the underdog stories for real. But that team has just got fight in them, and I love the young lady Odyssey. Her last name slips on mine, but just a really good story, man. And I hope they win today, because that will set the tables back a whole nother level when you got an underdog going up against all these top seeded schools and able to come out on top.
Man, you are hilarious. Because Odyssey hit like a grand slam or something late in the game to give them a chance to fight another day, man. I saw that. So it's definitely gonna be interesting. And I'm like you, I love the underdogs, man. Don't let some obscure team, they didn't have the right shoes or the right equipment. Somebody had to buy them some shoes and some equipment so they can compete in the tournament. I love stuff like that. So we'll see if JMU can get that win over your new favorite softball team. Go on, say it out loud. I love OU softball. Go on, say it out loud.
The devil is alive. The devil is alive. Listen, real quick, man, we praying for our good friend Keith Hennig. I don't know what the situation is, but that's just absolutely insane, man. I hope they let him out of Facebook.
I think he said he'd get out tomorrow, man. If he don't get out tomorrow, we're gonna have to roll up, man. Get your ski mask. We're gonna have to roll up and go get it.
There you go. We're gonna have to roll up, man. Hey, listen, brother, as always, it's good talking to you, man, and thank you so much for all the love and support.
Hey, man, don't you dare get out of here without telling folk what time your show is on and how they can follow it and listen to it.
Yes, sir. Please join us this Saturday, noon to 1 on the legendary KYOK, where we will have none other than one of my favorite guys, one of my favorite roasties. He's out of Fort Worth. His name is Justin McLaughlin. Awesome brother. He's just doing great work. And we're going to talk about, I've got some new stuff coming down, AJ. Actually, I need to talk to you offline about it. But, man, we're going to be talking about some collabs we're doing, and then what we're trying to do is to really promote. I'm doing a summer camp for barista boot camp.
Okay.
For disenfranchised children at churches, and so what we want to do is bring these churches who have the capability or the capacity to brew coffee within their church or even serve coffee. To try to teach them and train them on how to do that, but then more importantly, teach these young students on how to brew coffee, and then that way they can go and they can find a job in the barista field and learn more about coffee. And so we're going to have a barista boot camp. We're going to have a few of them actually, and I'm looking for a couple of churches to host. I got one church to host. We're going to do it totally free. We're going to provide either breakfast or lunch, and we're going to offer free coffee to the church audience or that community in which where we're serving. So our goal is to really get our kids, number one, involved in the process of learning about coffee, and then two, get our churches to understand that there's some opportunities for them to create some jobs so that their kids can learn how to pay tithes, and more importantly, to be responsible within their community and in their church organization. So that's our goal. And if anybody has any questions or would love to partner, or because we do need some sponsors, please reach out to the radio station here at KYOK. Give them your phone number or your contact information, and I'll be more than happy to give you a call. But that number is 281-453-1000. I think you know the number. But Lunch Breakers, I thank you so much for your support. You can always follow me on IG at Coffee with a K. That's KOFFEE with Keith, KEITH. Coffee with Keith on IG. Saturdays, every Saturday, noon to 1. I promise you, we're trying to make a difference in the life and the culture of coffee by introducing our children and, more importantly, Black and brown people to what coffee is all about.
Brother, I am so excited about that right there. You already know, put Cullen Missionary Baptist Church over in South Park down as one of your churches, man.
Awesome.
That's done dada. You got that. So
Man,
I'm looking forward to hearing more about it, man. Seriously.
Yeah, please, man. We'll talk more about it. I apologize I had to sprout it out over the line like that, but
No. I'm glad. That's what I wanted you to do. That's it. That's what you do.
Good.
Yeah.
Cool, man. I appreciate it. We'll connect though.
All right, brother. Coffee with Keith,
All right,
y'all. Check him out Saturdays from 12 to 1. Be safe, brother.
You too, man. Love you, man.
All right, love you too. We got to get him to say I love Oklahoma softball, though, because he's a Longhorns fan, man. He is a Longhorns fan. I'm going to have him call in tomorrow on Talk Your Team Tuesdays because, I didn't ask him. I didn't want to kill his high. Where are the Longhorns in the tournament? Are they I got to check. Are they softball? Is their softball team in the tournament? I ain't see that, but I ain't want to mess up his James Madison love. So he's right though, man. Great sports going on this weekend, and women's sports did not disappoint. Simone Biles, Enrique with her big shot for the win. WNBA, if you are sleeping on the WNBA, you're sleeping on the WNBA. And if you're stuck in that hole, you need to be in the kitchen making me a sandwich. Well, get deliverance, because, that's just oh, my goodness, bro. Grow up. Stop with that chauvinistic nonsense. It's great basketball. And they do. They need to expand the WNBA because a whole lot of good talent, for whatever reason, didn't make the cut because they ain't got enough spots. Don't have enough spots. So, yeah, they can expand 2 more teams. Be fun. Be absolutely great. And then, of course, like I said, Simone Biles, greatest of all time. Any sport, greatest of all time, Simone Biles. Let's see, somebody just text me. 832 525. AJ, love the show. Checking you out on KYOKradio.org. Simone Biles, greatest of all time. What about track stars like Usain Bolt? What about Michael Phelps in swimming? What about other sports like that? Tiger Woods in golf, Jack Nicklaus. Simone Biles, greatest of all time? Yup. I mean, Tiger Woods had one of the most epic runs. Jack Nicklaus still sitting on the top for majors. But did they create a shot that you had never seen before? I mean, did they literally hit shots like it was on a string and they could pull it back in the hole? They got, they don't get me wrong. I'm not minimizing any of those, but everybody wants to bring it down to Michael and LeBron. Folks want to bring it down to Willie Mays, Hank Aaron, and the greats like that, Ty Cobb and Mickey Mantle and folks like that. Man, Simone Biles has got to be up there. She got to be up there. Greatest of all. She's doing stuff folks have never seen done before in women's gymnastics. I'm just saying. It's like back when Greg Louganis was the top diver in the world. Greg Louganis was pulling out dives that people had never seen before. Now, look, they do those dives now in their sleep, but at the time, Greg Louganis was rocking them. Edwin Moses, when he won almost 200 races in a row, hadn't even really been challenged. Edwin was winning them so many in a row that it was just unbelievable. Greatest of all time. But right now, Simone Biles, y'all. And don't let chauvinism get in the way. She can't be the greatest because she's a woman. Don't let that get in the way. Don't downplay the sport because it ain't like a whole lot of people can just run out there doing gymnastics. I humbly submit unto you, if you had to have a Mount Rushmore, 4 people, greatest of all time, Simone Biles would knock off one of the major sports people. If you can only have 4 spots for baseball, basketball, football, hockey, track, tennis, and gymnastics, we haven't even talked about soccer. Simone Biles is one of the 4. So that means you get your football player on there, get your basketball player on there, and put Simone Biles up there. Pick your other 3 sports, but Simone Biles has got to be on the mountain. And we ain't talking about the second mountain. We're talking about the first one. CJ, she's nailing everything she does. No errors. And them judges be hating on her, though. So I know everybody's like, oh, God, we'll never listen to this show again. He said Simone Biles was the greatest of all time. Longhorn Keith got back in. He said, we didn't want to win it all, so we decided to take it easy this year and let somebody else win it. Oh, my gosh, man. I love Longhorn fans. Longhorn fans are the new Cowboy fans. Longhorn fans are the new Cowboy fans, from their song to their head coach to their basketball coach to the baseball team to the softball team. Now your track is smoking. UT, your track is smoking. A lot of folks don't pay attention to UT track. Your track team is smoking. Anything else is on the come up. Everything else is on the come up. So, all right, let me hit this break. Get ready to wrap this thing up. Gosh, man, time sure flies on, oh my goodness, Monday on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK.
Say that you love him. If he's brought you through the storm.
1140 AM and 92.3 FM. The legendary KYOK.
If your loved one has passed away due to COVID-19, pay close attention to this message. You could be entitled to a death benefit of over $300,000. The U.S. government has set up a fund to pay families relief if they've lost a loved one due to COVID-19. We know this is a hard time for you, and this fund has been set up by the federal government to help ease your pain. The compensation includes a death benefit and lost wages benefit. Time is limited, so we urge you to make a free phone call right now. There's no cost to you for this claim. All legal fees are only covered once you receive your money. So if you've lost a loved one due to COVID-19, call the legal helpline right now to find out if you qualify for a cash award. Here's our number, 800-876-7047, 800-876-7047, 800-876-7047. That's 800-876-7047. Paid for by the IPG Law Group.
It's your boy Trayvon Boykin. You're listening to The Lunch Break with AJ.
TCU star, quarterback, back in the day. Played with the Seattle Seahawks. Good dude. I know that was kind of controversial, but listen, let me tell you something. Trayvon, I know him personally. Good dude. Good dude. Appreciate the drop, bro. Don't forget, if you want to be a part of the show, you want to get in on OMG Monday, send me a clip. Send me an MP3, just a recording of you saying, oh my goodness, AJ, did you see? And leave it right there. Let me fill in the blank. Or, hey, AJ, it's Rodney DeWalt. Oh my goodness, did you see that fight? I'll play your clip through the show on Monday. And again, I want to have all the fan, listener, viewer interaction we can have. Annette, you got to send me one. Annette, big Philadelphia Eagles fan. I think your coach is a little thrown off, but your quarterback is legit finally. I think y'all might have a squad, but I think your coach, I don't know if he's the right dude. Two coaches I'm real concerned about in the NFL, Philadelphia and Detroit. Detroit head coaches, oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Have you heard the head coach for Detroit talk? Dan Campbell? Man, I would just hide my face. I would just hide my face. I'm serious. One of two teams is going to have the worst record in the NFL, the Houston Texans or Detroit. Yeah, no, Rodney, I know you didn't see the fight, but just send me a recording of you saying, hey, AJ, it's Rodney DeWalt. Oh, my goodness. And I'm going to play it. I'm going to play those clips in between breaks on Monday. So I don't want to just get some professional to do the OMG drops. I want the listeners and the followers to do it. So I want like, hey, yo, it's Rodney DeWalt. Oh, my goodness. However you say, oh, my goodness, send me a recording of it and email it to me, aj@kyoksports.com. aj@kyoksports.com. So CJ, send me one. Keith Hennig, Longhorn Keith, Larry Scott, Natasha Marie, Irma J. I can go on and on and on. I can go on and on and on. But y'all just send them to me so we can get some fan participation. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, let me see. CK, oh my goodness, AJ. I hear what you're trying to say. Just stop trying to say it. Simone Biles is definitely one of the greatest gymnasts of all time. But athletes, okay. I mean, listen, that's the one thing about, oh my goodness. You ain't got to agree on it. It's just got to make you say, oh my goodness. Or, oh my goodness. Yeah. So Tennessee traded for one of the best wide receivers in the game right now when he's healthy. Talking about Julio Jones, formerly with the Atlanta Falcons. And I, for one, am excited for Julio Jones because now he's in a different offense that might try to figure out how to use him in the red zone. This dude has, how can I say it appropriately. He is not represented well as far as touchdowns related to catches. Like you have cats that have 12, 15, 20 touchdowns. Julio Jones is not one of them because for some reason, Steve Sarkisian, Kyle Shanahan, they couldn't figure out how to use him in the red zone. And the dude is like 6 forever. You know, not 6'8", 6'9". He's like 6 forever. He outranks height-wise most defensive backs in the business, and they didn't figure out how to get the ball to him in the red zone. So he'll have 1 touchdown catch, 2, 3. Did not know how to use a dude who can literally take over a game from the wide receiver spot. But I'm just saying, man, Julio Jones, I'm excited for Tennessee. And here was the deal. Let me see what they got. The Falcons got Tennessee's 2020 second round pick and a 2023 fourth round pick along. Let's see. Tennessee got Julio, of course, and they got the Falcons 2023 sixth round pick. So they gave up a second and a fourth for Julio Jones, and they gave up a sixth. Money. Low risk, high reward. Low risk, high reward. Not many second rounders and fourth rounders coming out of the future drafts better than Julio Jones. And now you got a couple of bigs with A.J. Brown and Julio Jones. I guess you can throw in Josh Reynolds, guess. But you got to remember the big man in the backfield, Derrick Henry. Get off me. That's what I call him. Mr. Get Off of Me. He shakes you, baby. He'll rattle your teeth if you come up playing. Atlanta didn't have a running game like Tennessee. And that means money for Julio, Brown, and the squad. All right. I'll say this. There have been 2 coaches that came out of that New England coaching tree that I have some respect for. 3. Romeo Crennel, got respect for him. No, he didn't win in Cleveland, didn't win in Kansas City, didn't win in Houston, but I got respect for him. Josh McDaniels, I got respect for him. But maybe the best all-around coach that came out of that New England coaching tree, Mike Vrabel. Whatever you try to tell me about Bill O'Brien, Mike Vrabel is doing. And oh yeah, by the way, Mike Vrabel has been to the AFC Championship game. Bill O'Brien has not. So there again, I say my 3 coaches that came out of that tree that to me are impressive: Romeo Crennel, Josh McDaniels, and Mike Vrabel. That being said, Mike Vrabel going to figure out how to use, oh boy. He's going to figure out how to use Julio Jones. He's going to figure out how to use it. And the teams that are going to suffer because he's figured out how to use him, the Tennessee Titans, the Jacksonville Jaguars, and the Houston Texans. Because all 3 of them got to deal with him twice a year. And he'll run you out of your house, and he'll run you out of his house. Julio Jones mess around and play 15 games, 15 out of 17, 16 out of 17, 17 out of 17. Great trade. If he plays 14 out of 17, great trade. This isn't Andre Johnson going to Tennessee. It's Julio Jones. By the time Andre got there, it was Dandy Don Meredith. Turn out the lights, the party's over. Julio still got some stuff left. Julio really was underused in Atlanta, in my opinion. I could be wrong. Somebody will pull up the stats. Well, AJ, look, according to I got it. But I feel like you had several offensive coordinators in there, namely Kyle Shanahan and Steve Sarkisian, that didn't know what they were doing with Julio Jones. To me. It's going to be, again, let me go ahead and give you the order of the AFC South. Tennessee, number 1. I'm going to go with the Colts at number 2. They could be as low as 3. Jacksonville at number 3. And Texans at number 4 by a lot. At number 4 by a lot. So there you go. All right, let me see if there's any breaking news out there. Got a bunch of people texting me about different things. Big shout out to JT. How you doing? All right. Looking for any breaking news. Bam. Nothing there. Oh, Nick Saban extension through 2028. I got a list of the Nick Saban through 2028. Can we do me a favor? If we're gonna keep Nick Saban through 2028, can y'all not try to interview him at halftime on his way into the locker room, please? Please. And whatever you do, don't let Maria do it. Like, she don't deserve whatever comes out of his mouth on his way to the locker room when he's just a crotchety old dude. Oh my goodness. The worst time in a football game during college football is halftime when they try to interview Nick Saban when he's on his way into the locker room. Just don't, man. Just stop. Just quit trying to do that. I can't hear you at all. So what is it you're saying? It's like, dude, if you don't just stop trying to be a crotchety old man, just because you can coach football doesn't make you a good dude. It doesn't make you able to say whatever you want to say, and people just have to deal with it, man. I'm serious. Too bad Nick Saban and Coach K and Roy Williams and Dabo Swinney couldn't all retire at the same time. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Take Jim Boeheim with you, too. That just would have been too close to right. I know. Hate on me all you want. Oh, my goodness. I can't believe AJ said that. Let's see. Oh, I got to give some love to the U.S. men's national team. They won the CONCACAF National League. Congratulations to them. Congratulations to them. Got to give them some love. Trae Young, again, that's what's up. The Mavericks are going to have to get them another player. Mavericks, I'm not saying their team is bad. They got to get them a legit number 2. I thought Kristaps was it. He's not. Tim Hardaway, again, he's a great number 3. They need a legit number 2. And while everybody's kind of penciled Dame into LA, imagine Dame Dollar and Luka in that backcourt. Woo! Now we're talking about something a little different, because you got to guard from half court all the way up, all the way back, half court all the way back, or it's going to go bad for you. If I'm Mark Cuban, I go out and do some Mark Cuban things this offseason. Like, yo, Kawhi, if it don't work out in LA, bro, you can be the king of Dallas. You and Luka could be the kings of Dallas. I'm serious. I'm absolutely serious. So anyway, it's gonna be interesting. I think that's all we got. I don't see anything else. Okay, so let's see. Let me get Sybil Wilkes on to wrap it up. Had a lot of fun with y'all on our first, oh my goodness, Monday. Like I said, if you want to be a part of the show and you want to drop me a drop of you saying, oh my goodness, AJ, hit me up at AJ at KYOKsports.com. AJ at KYOKsports.com. Send it to me in an MP3 or an MP4. Put your name on it too. You know, AJ, this is Tammy Chanel, and oh my goodness, did you see? And I'll fill in the blank from there. That'll be a lot of fun. All right, y'all, let me go ahead and wrap it up. Donnie McClurkin up next with the Donnie McClurkin Show. He'll give you the best in gospel music, latest in the gospel music industry. Donnie does his thing every Monday through Friday from 2 to 3 Central. In the morning, you got Erica Campbell and Griff, Get Up Mornings, 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. Central. And then you got Call to Inspire with Dr. Sylvia Cole. That's on Tuesdays. And then I'll be back with Talk Your Team Tuesday. You want to talk about your favorite team? Tomorrow is the day to definitely get it in. And we got a lot in store for you. So, as always, let's not be divided. Let's be united. I love you. There's nothing you can do about it. Wear your mask where you're supposed to. Wash your hands like you're supposed to. Be sensitive to everybody around you. And when you see that racism, kill it. Not the person, the racism. How do you kill the racism? Don't spread it. Don't laugh about it. Don't pass it on. Just stop it right there. All right, y'all. Y'all be blessed. Talk to you tomorrow.
It's Sybil Wilkes with What You Need to Know. He's back. In the wake of ongoing arrests following the January 6th Capitol insurrection, continued social media bans, and hints of an August reinstatement, Donald Trump returned to the public stage Saturday night. Appearing at the North Carolina Republican Party State Convention, the speech sounded more like one dusted off from the 2020 presidential campaign. The 90-minute address touted the accomplishments of his former administration, including the COVID-19 vaccine and the so-called fishing expedition into his business empire conducted by New York Attorney General Letitia James. Officials at the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention are urging parents to vaccinate their teens against COVID-19, citing an increase in the number of young people hospitalized with COVID-19 in the months of March and April. During the first 3 months of the year, CDC researchers found that nearly 1/3 of teens hospitalized with coronavirus required admission into an intensive care unit. I'm Sybil Wilkes. Be informed, be empowered.
1140 AM, KYOK Conroe, and 92.3 FM, K222CX Houston.
All right, y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed the show. Again, thank y'all for tuning in on the different media sources, man. Y'all are really a blessing. Appreciate the followers and the support. As always, y'all, not this, definitely this, man. I love y'all. I'll talk to y'all soon, okay? All right, talk to you tomorrow.